So July 7th, 1995 was a very important day for me. I know a lot of people go through big events, life-changing events, all those things. I had just turned 18. Birthday is June 11th. So I just turned 18 the month before, just graduated from high school the month before, a lot of things going on. The next month, within a month, I was going to be tasked with heading off to Wittenberg University for preseason soccer as a freshman. Pretty excited. But on July 7th, 1995, in Rockford, Illinois, I tore my right ACL for the first time. Um, it was a tournament that we were playing in with Ohio Premier, some of the best soccer players I've ever played with, namely my goalkeeper at the time, Jake Wachowski, punted the ball, and this just shows the mentality of who I was as a soccer player. We were losing the game. I think there's 5 minutes left. We were down 2-0. I can't even remember the circumstances, but this was the last game of the tournament for us, meaning I think we were already eliminated anyway. And my dumbass chases this punt down. I got the defender on my back as the ball was in front of me, and I just stopped, slowed down to trap the ball, and he just bumped me. It wasn't malicious or anything, just bumped me. Boom, my knee buckled. I've never experienced, up to that point, I'd never experienced pain like that. Just crawling, writhing on the ground. It hurt so bad. I'll never forget my friend Joe Borelli, who's also on the team, obviously, came up to me. I was like, okay, Jimmy, you can get up. You got the call. And not realizing I wasn't diving, I wasn't doing anything other than I was hurt bad and didn't know what level at that time. It hurt. That's all I can say. It hurt. Finally got off the field. I'm sure people helped me. Sat on the sidelines. My knee just swelled. The horrible thing about playing in Rockford, Illinois, is that you have to drive back to Edina, Ohio after. So I rode in the back of our conversion van that my mom and dad had, just writhing in pain. Every bounce, everything in the road, everything hurt so bad. And my knee just swelled up beyond recognition. I mean, it was ridiculous. At one point, we stopped at a rest stop to get food and go to the bathroom. And it took me forever to hobble to the restroom. I didn't have crutches or anything at this point. And it was a weird sensation. It hurt. It throbbed really bad. But as long as I kept my leg as straight as possible, I could use it like a peg leg and just walk around. So that was the beginning. The first knee surgery. I'd made it 18 good years with my natural born knees. About a month after that injury, I had my ACL reconstruction. Sort of a rush job, but not in a negative way. Just trying to get back so that I could go to college. No hopes of playing freshman soccer. That was out the window. But just to be able to attend college at that point became unknown, just because I had to have the surgery. I made it. It sucked. For most of my life, I'd relied on soccer for a social aspect. And here I was going into a new situation without soccer. So I went to Wittenberg University in freshman days and tried to partake in all their freshman activities, as I have a bum knee, can barely move, barely walk around. Did my best, but it sucked. It sucked. And that was the beginning of my wonderful journey with knees. It was about 2 years later where I was playing a game against Cedarville. It was at Wittenberg in Springfield, Ohio. This one was not the same. This one, I went up to trap the ball with my right foot, came down on my left foot, and as I came down, my left leg was straight, and the Cedarville player just took me out, just literally leveled me. No clue why Cedarville, which is just down the road from Springfield, is such a nasty college to play soccer against. They're dirty every time we ever played them. Cedarville was just dirty. I don't know if things have changed. It's been a long time. But when we played them, they were dirty. Well, this was my left knee. Took out my left ACL. Gone 2 years, 2 knee surgeries. That was a spring game. So I only got to play my sophomore year as a varsity soccer player at Wittenberg University. And in the spring, tore my left ACL. Out again. Little better of a timeline as far as I wasn't rushing to get back, because obviously I was going to be back as a junior and was more into the institution, knew what I was doing, just different. But nonetheless, it was still ACL reconstruction. Went through the process again. This time there were some setbacks as I was having a buildup of scar tissue. So I went back in for a third knee surgery to remove scar tissue, and that was approximately at the end of 1997, because it was about a month later where my dumb brain agreed to go with my sister and father to Colorado, and we went skiing. Um, One of the funniest moments I've ever had in my life was going down some moguls in the back bowls. I believe it was Copper Mountain. And I love skiing and I love bowl skiing and I love Colorado. And I went down and my legs were still weak from the surgery. I'd pretty much recovered a lot from the ACL reconstruction, but not so much from uh, the scar tissue removal. So I just didn't have the strength. Bam, nailed a mogul. Skis went flying. I just laid there and I laughed my ass off. The funny part about that is I was on the other side of the mogul, the downside of it. So my sister and dad couldn't see me as they come skiing down as fast as they can. My dad, obviously faster than my sister. And my dad comes up and you just see the fear in his face. And he was so worried that something bad had happened. And I'm just sitting there laughing. He's like, "What the hell are you laughing about?" I'm like, "I just don't have it. I don't have it." I learned relatively young, 20, that, yeah, I didn't have it anymore because of the knee surgeries. So pretty much since then, I've avoided moguls. Still love skiing and still do moguls every once in a while, but not nearly as much. And then fast forward to about 2 or 3 years ago, when I decided, you know what, been a long stretch since I had knee surgery. Guess we should do meniscus again. I was in a car accident and I guess my meniscus tore. So I had meniscus reconstruction. Didn't quite take, I guess, not sure, because now here we are. And for the fifth time in my life, I'm going to have knee surgery. This one at the age of 48, it's a big one. I'm going to have knee replacement on my left knee. Surgery is actually tomorrow morning. I'm anxious and nervous, but not necessarily at the surgery because I've been through knee surgeries, just the waiting game. I freaking hate the waiting game. It's probably the first time in all my knee surgeries that I haven't ballooned up in weight and all that because of depression. But it's still not pleasant. I just want it to be done. I want to get on with the rehab. I know the pain. I know it's going to be involved. Yes, it's different than anything I've done before. And obviously, the surgeries have gotten more advanced than when I had mine. But that doesn't mean I just don't. I want it over. I want to be back to what I can do. So that's good news. Is from what I understand, my return will be unrestricted. I can do whatever I want. So my dumbass brain will continue to do stupid things and get myself hurt, I'm sure. But I won't be restricted. And most importantly for me, all the arthritis that I experience in my left knee should be gone because I just won't have that joint anymore. The meniscus won't be affected. I will just have a knee replacement. I decided to go through with this because on the one side, I am young, as I've been told many a times for this surgery, not to mention all the classes and stuff I've had to go through. The people who go to these classes that I'm joining are at least 20 years older than me. But the thing that just kept sticking in my mind is why keep putting it off? What am I waiting for? They keep telling me that, oh, yes, you probably will need another knee replacement surgery in 20 years. Okay, so by a lot of methods, I'm supposed to wait 20 years or so for my knee surgery, the first one, and then in the meantime, just kind of hobble along and be in pain. No, I bit the bullet, said, okay, whatever will be, will be. I'm going to get this knee surgery, enjoy my time, and then what may be will be. So I'm nervous to have it because it's something I've never had. I'm nervous because I've had knee surgeries and I know how difficult it is to come back. This is the first time, though, I've had a major knee surgery, and I'm not slated to come back to play soccer or anything. It's just me doing whatever I want to do. So, building up the strength in the knee, building up the flexibility is huge. The range of motion is huge. And I know all these things, and I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to the fact that at 48, I'll be able to do the things I want to do again, which includes skiing, hopefully playing soccer. Yes, probably doing some BMXs. Allison and Madison have dove into that head first, but I'm excited at the prospect of not being in that pain anymore. So far, my right knee is holding up great. Dr. Rose, the doctor on record for both my ACL reconstructions, has been fantastic. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on how well those knees have stood up to the test of time, in that it's been, since 95 for my right, 97 for my left. And this will be the first major knee surgery I have going into my left, which is always, whatever reason, has been a problem. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous, and we'll keep you informed.